What would be your way to strengthen community outside of people being married, of course? Because what I mean by that is, I know growing up they used to have like softball games on Sundays. It'd be like town versus town. So everybody from that town come play another town. All the kids get familiar with each other. The older people, they get to kicking it. That kind of kept the violence down a little bit. Because if you less likely to do somebody bad if you know them or have some type of familiarity with them. Not saying that people won't, cause I mean, Cain killed Abel. Got it.
Right.
Yeah, see, I could sprinkle in some Bible too. But I'm noticing that, you know, that there aren't any activities like that around anymore. At least none that I've heard about. Yeah. So what are they? Because you're in the community, you're part of the community. You guys do outreach and things of that nature. So what do y'all do to strengthen community?
The thing with when you say community, back in the day, community was maybe the Smith family, the Jones family, the Hill family. Everybody had a clan in the small community.
Right.
See, but the big thing now, most of those communities, especially like where we're from, people moved away. They not there anymore. It's not. People, the younger people have moved away. So there's no, as far as proximity, it's not like it was back then. So, families are kind of spread out. Mm-hmm. So when you say community, it kind of involved everyone. It's just, you talking about, normally when we say community, we talking about us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's just the dynamics is so different with community, because I was just thinking, I was telling somebody about, even though where I live now, I know my neighbor's first name, but that's about it. I don't know that much about him.
Wow.
And something happened at her house one day, and the police and everybody was over there. She was out of town. They asking me questions. I said, well, I really don't know.
Y'all live in a neighborhood. It ain't no.
Yeah. So there you go. There's a lot of neighborhoods now. Not much community.
Right.
And even people where you know each other, everybody, as they say, mind your business. They go in, go out.
Yeah, living with them for 10 years. I ain't never been in the yard before. I just speak and
just
keep
say
on
hi and keep on going. Yeah. So, but I think like smaller communities, like as generations have gone, man, they're not there anymore. So in some areas you can have where families are still growing, you can have like community things. Down home, Maysville, they have those things at the park and all that kind of stuff. You definitely have to make an effort. Mm-hmm. you got to make an effort and be intentional about the community. But like I said, like me, I live 20 minutes from my family, so I can get down there if I'm not tired or anything. Mm-hmm. So I think just community just look different, man. Community now involves a little everybody. It's not just us as it used to be anymore. Like I said, like where I am, it's a little everybody. It's all races and everything.
Yeah, but that's a neighborhood because y'all don't really know each other like that.
Right, but I'm saying that's most of it.
And that's what's keeping it from being a community. Nobody really wants to, I guess, really get to know the neighbor out there.
Right, yeah. I think that's gone the days when, I won't say gone, but I don't see it as much like where we come from, when people get sick or something, I remember my aunt, your grandma, when people would get sick, especially when the mother would get sick, like if the mother or the wife of the house would get sick, I've seen her cook a meal. I ain't talking about something little, take out a little bit for them and leave the rest for her. I've seen her cook big meals. Somebody sick, she take all that on foot. She didn't have no car. She didn't drive.
Yeah, I know.
She took on foot.
Yeah, I know.
Pack it all up. If somebody wasn't there to take her, she would pack it all up, carry it to their house because she knew that the mom couldn't cook because she was sick or she was in a hospital and something. And so that's the sense of community that we came from. But maybe, I try to do things on a lot smaller scale than that. But I think, like I said, with the way the family has kind of separated and dispersed a little everywhere, I don't think it's we may have a family reunion, get together every now and then, if we can get it together without fighting. But the biggest time we can get it together is at the funerals, which is sad to say that I think as a community, that's one thing we need to get away from, going all home and having the bigger celebrations at funerals, you know. And after the funeral, kind of turns into a family reunion.
I mean, we do a whole lot of backward stuff,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Like we have welcome home parties for people who went to prison and don't have no graduation parties for people who went to college and high school. So I mean, backwards is what it is. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Backwards, man.
So
Backwards.
yeah, but yeah, community has a sense that I grew up, it's kind of changed a lot.
How do you try to combat the lack of community and family interaction, being as though a lot of people have moved and you don't live as close to, your family as you would like? Since you have a son, how do you kind of navigate that with him? Because I know family is important to you, so.
Well, definitely with my immediate family, I'm able to, kind of make it my business on at least twice a month on Sundays. I go to my mom's house. Then whenever they have something, I try to make in the family down at home where we're from. I try to make it so he can, and most of the time he'll try to get there without me because he won't wait on me if he hear they having something. He call his G-Ma.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and make sure he goes. So that is the thing that we have to be intentional with, spending time with my mom, and so he can know, because I've ran into somebody in Swansboro, a young man, and I was talking to him, asking about his mama. He was just staring at me. I said, "You don't know me."
No clue who you were.
Yeah, he didn't. He not told who my mama was. He still like, "Who's
Don't
that?"
know her either. Huh?
Yeah, I said, "That's your great aunt." But so we have to be intentional with those type things. Yeah, you have to be intentional. It's just, yeah.
That picture book become a little more important the older you get, huh?
Yeah, yeah. And plus, as the older you get, and I think when you're in your younger years, when you're working and doing all that, trying to store up things and create a future, is not. I won't say it's not as easy, but you can get so caught up in doing personal things that you forget about it until something tragic happened. Then we come together, which that's good, but I think we need to try to make it a little more of our business to celebrate each other in good times.
Yeah, there's always 2 or 3 people who always say that at the funerals, like, we all get together more often.
And then,
all right, we'll see you this time next year.
Yeah,
Catch you at the next funeral.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good times. Nah, man.